It's issue number 2 of Dungeons & Dragons Adventurer magazine. I got my goldish dice. Look, you might think they're yellow, but I would say, because they are, I don't know if you can see, they're kind of sparkly as well. So I would say they're like a light gold. Oh. So apart from the fact that you get the new part of the game and the goldish dice that you can roll in your dice tray, one thing that will stand out about issue number 2 is this very substantial map. Now, I can't quite describe to you because you see printed maps before, right? And you think that this is upside down. Yes, there we go. That it's just a piece of paper. But I promise you, this is like the thickest paper it's like the last stage of paper you can have before you get to card. Like, it's proper dense and really glossy, really nice. And it's a really nice map of the Sword Coast. So, ideal for not just this adventure, but even the starter pack adventure, any sort of adventure set on the Sword Coast that's played in the world of D&D. It's perfect. And it fits really nicely on the table, if you have a nice big table and not loads of stuff around. And really, really nice. I like it. And now, into the magazine. So, you obviously get the next bit of Adventure 1. I think it's called The Forgotten Vault. Yep, there it is. And it comes with explanations of how the encounters work, and stats and maps, even more maps, and even some tips and advice. And, a juvenile mimic. I didn't even know they came in teenage years. Is a juvenile mimic one that sort of doesn't get up before about midday? And just goes, whenever it's asked to, like, eat someone. This is how I normally draw my maps. They look roughly like that, only less neat. One of my favourite bits about this particular issue is it explains how rogues work. Now, rogues sound really straightforward, but there's loads of little, clever little bits in it, and it explains that I was just reading through it just now, and I think one of my players has been cheating. I'm going to show you the particular thing. Sneak attack damage. Now, I could be wrong. I might be right. But we'll find out the next recording weekend. It's crazy good. Some really nice features in here, explaining some spellcasting, explaining, as I say, rogues, and even a little bit more about how advantage and inspiration works. Probably the most underutilised part of a D&D 5e game is inspiration. I give it to my players and then they ignore it for the rest of time. So this explains how it works, and you can give it to your players, and then they can never use it. Big thank you again to Hachette Partworks. Really looking forward to issue number 3. Very much enjoyed the last 2. And if you want one for yourself, make sure you head over to hachettepartworks.com/D&D Adventurer. They haven't paid us for this, but they do keep sending me the magazines, so maybe you should read them.